Hello, good afternoon. Today we shall discuss about the nanomaterial. Nanomaterial means dwarf, 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 छोटी साइज. Actually, we are habituated to see a bulk material, big molecule arrangement or atom arrangement, bulk material, or we know about the molecules are in atom. But the atom and molecules are very small. There is another size of the material which ranges 1 to 100 nm, 1 to 100 nm. So, in short, you can say nanomaterial, it is a class of material. Why I say class? Because the entire character of the nanomaterial is changed from the bulk material from which it has been derived, it has been produced. For example, you say gold is yellow. No doubt everybody knows gold is yellow. But as soon as we change gold into nano size, near about 10 nm to 20 nm or 25 nm, the color of the gold is changed, ranging from red to black. And other characteristics are also changed, like electrical conductivity, like magnetic property, like optical property, as I have told, the color is changed. So there are so many characteristics that is the different from the bulk material of the gold. Similarly, other material you can take example of the silver or iron. So property has been changed. So it is said as the nanomaterial, it is a class of material having one dimension less than 100 mm. But there are some nanomaterials in which you will find that the particle size is more than 100 nm, mostly in case of polymer, although that comes under nanomaterial, but the size is more than 100 nm. But commonly, we consider the nanomaterial those materials in which particle size या dimension is less than 100 mm. These materials, that is the nanomaterial, they have different advanced electrical, optical, chemical and mechanical properties. Different, entirely different, which we can't imagine even. If we prepare helicopter blade from nanomaterial, it shall be much more stronger, harder you can say, fatigue resistant than the aluminum and iron. property has been changed. Light or more strong, stable. So your mechanical properties change, chemical properties are changed, optical properties are changed, electrical properties are changed. So in this way, in a simple way, we can explain what are nanomaterials. Now just you see, if you have a block of soil or stone, break it and make it finally divided, you will get powder. The surface area will increase. In intermediate, you had study about the powder catalyst like nickel that is more effective than granular nickel or zinc or iron. So what is the reason? Reason is because the surface area is increased. So just see, this is the block material. Now this block material is subdivided like this, further divided, further divided. So what will happen? Just see, mathematically we understand surface area is 4 pi r square. R is the radius of the particle of the material. Here volume 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now surface area volume ratio is 3 upon r. If we reduce value of r, means radius of the particle is reduced and it comes just above the molecular size or atomic size, what will happen? When we reduce this value, the ratio will increase. So in this way, we can also say that nanomaterials are those materials which have high surface area volume ratio. High surface area volume ratio means 3 upon r value is high. Because the radius of the particle size has been reduced, but it is not reduced up to molecular size or atomic size. So in this way, you can say the nano particle size is in between bulk material size and molecular size or atomic size. So in this way, we can understand about have a concept of the nanomaterial. Now, how many types of the nanomaterial we know? So I say here classification of nanomaterial, classification of nanomaterial, classification of nanomaterial. कहने का मतलब ये हुआ कि नैनो मटेरियल कितने प्रकार के होंगे। जैसे कि आप बहुत सारे नैनो मटेरियल को आप जानते हो लेकिन नहीं समझते हो कि यह नैनो मटेरियल है। जैसे कि घर के अंदर हमारे ब्लैक सूट कालिख बनती है, दैट कम अंडर द nano range. Fullerene, you already I have told about the fullerene, what is the structure of fullerene, how fullerene can be prepared. So that also come under the nanomaterial because the particle size is less than 100 ml. Whenever Any material having particle size less than 100 nm, that come under the nanomaterial class. Now, this nanomaterial class can be classified as one zero dimension nanomaterial. Zero dimension, everybody knows zero dimension means dot, dot, any dot, bindu, have no dimension, and therefore we can say this is the zero dimension. So quantum dot, this is the very important word, quantum, because later on we shall discuss about the quantum efficiency, yeah, quantum confinement. So we can understand how the characteristic of the nanomaterial has been changed. In the change of the chemical behavior, electrical behavior, optical behavior, magnetic behavior, this quantum effect is very important. So we shall discuss it later on. So quantum dot, this is one type of the nanomaterial, and this size is nearly 1 nm, 1 nm. Now there is another type of the material, nanomaterial, that is the one dimensional nanomaterial. So this is the one dimensional, 1D, nanotube, nanofiber, nanowire, nanorod. Just see, this is the nanotube. Fiber, this is the nanotube. Nanotube, this is the nanowire or fiber, you can say, rod, nanorod. Just imagine that nanowire, this nanowire is 1,000 times less in dimension than your hair. Imagine, just imagine about the nano fiber or nano wire. This is the nanotube, very popular name, nanotube. This is the single wall nanotube. अंदर खाली है, बाहर जो है अरेंजमेंट ऑफ द कार्बन अगर है तो कार्बन नैनो ट्यूब बन जाएगा, और किसी भी तरह का नैनो ट्यूब बन सकता है जिसका कि बहुत सारा एप्लीकेशन है. So here, so all these examples belong to the one dimensional nanomaterial. Now third type of the nanomaterial, two dimensional, 2D, two dimensional nanomaterial, film having two dimension, plate having two dimension. One of the example, you know about the graphene, two dimensional, it is nano size, and therefore we can say graphene is one of the nanomaterial. What type of the nanomaterial? Two dimensional nanomaterial. Now three dimensional cube, the size, you don't understand that this is the bulk material. No, it is the nano. It is the nanomaterial. Why? Because the size of this cube is under this range. And whenever particle size is less than 100 nm, we can say it is nanomaterial. So in this way, I have defined the nanomaterial, classified the different types of the nanomaterial, 0 dimension, 1 dimension, 2 dimension, and 3 dimension. Now, we have to explain how nanomaterials can be prepared. So, preparation of nanomaterial, I told you, how nanomaterials can be prepared. So, nanomaterial can be prepared by two methods. One is the top down. Top down means big to small to smaller. That is less than 100 nm. In this way. Big material, bulk material ऊपर से particle size is much higher. So, we can reduce the particle size. Suppose there is a bulk material, you hammer it several times, it will break down into smaller particle. Again you hammer it, it will break, and finally you will get a powder. But not necessarily the powder you understand that is the nanomaterial. No, the powder even can be more than 100 nm size. So we have to reduce further. The powder must be further broken into another size, means less than 100 nm. So we can reduce the bulk size like this. This is the bulk size, bigger size. It is broken into a smaller size, again broken into a smaller size, and broken into nano size, means 100 nm. So how we can reduce the size of a bulk material, means particle size more than nano size, we have to reduce the bulk size or bigger size into nano size. So we can reduce it by milling, जिसको कि आप हैमरिंग कहते हैं. बड़े बड़े पत्थर को आप तोड़िए, मिलिंग होती है. लेकिन मिलिंग के अंदर यू विल फाइंड दैट देयर आर सो मेनी इम्प्योरिटीज प्रेजेंट, एंड देयरफॉर मोस्टली इन प्रिपेयरिंग नैनो मटेरियल मिलिंग इज अवॉइडेड. So this is the thermal cycling process, which is also known as the thermal swap. You have heard about the laser technique that can also break the bigger size into smaller size, mostly used in used by medical practitioner, laser technique. So these are the two techniques used to reduce large size into nano size. Now there is another. So there is another method to prepare nanomaterials, that is the bottom up method. From the name it is very clear, छोटे से बड़ा करना, नीचे से ऊपर करना. We know that molecular size or atomic size is very small, even less than 1 nm. So if the size is less than 1 nm, then we can't say that material is of nano scale. So how to accumulate, how to assemble atoms or molecules together and bring into nanoscale. So the assembly of the atom or molecule in the nanoscale, that is known as bottom up method. So just see here, in this method, self assembly of atoms or molecules take place. Self assembly, खुद एटम या मालिक्यूल नजदीक आते हैं. Just you consider precipitation. What you say? There is a barium chloride solution. There is a silver nitrate solution. Sorry, there is a sodium chloride solution and silver nitrate solution. As soon as you add 1 drop of the silver nitrate into sodium chloride, what will happen? Chloride ion and silver ion, they join together and form a partially soluble or mostly insoluble silver chloride particle. And the particle is very small, and that may come under nano range. There is another word in the chemistry, collider. You know collider? In environment, so many carbon particles of the nano size are floating in the air. And you know that is the aerosol. That is one of the cause of the environmental pollution. Aerosol, धुआं आप निकलता है. धुआं, smoke. What is smoke? You know, carbon particles, carbon nanoparticles dispersed in air, aerosol. So you can make the the particle size, that is the atomic size or molecular size, into bigger size or in nano scale. That is the assembly. Just see, chloride ion, very small in size. Silver ion, very small, not visible. Not only by naked eyes, even in microscope, you can't see this is the chloride ion, this is the silver ion. But as soon as you add silver nitrate, 1 drop in silver chloride, you will get the white turbidity of the silver chloride. So what is this? This is the assembly. जुड़ता है, एक दूसरे से जुड़ता है, assembly. So this is the self assembly of atoms or molecules. So in the bottom up method, there is a self assembly of atom or molecule take place to form the nano size particle. That is, the particle size is less than 100. If the particle size is more than 100 mm, that will come under the precipitate. Body size हो गया, वो precipitate कहलाता है. So how we can prepare nanomaterial by self assembly? So there are different methods. One is the emulsification. We know there are so many types of the emulsion which we use in our daily life, either in the form of cosmetic or in terms of the medicine. There are so many emulsions. बच्चों की दवा में इमल्सीफायर मेडिसिन का इस्तेमाल किया जाता है. सनस्क्रीन, सन से बचने के लिए, धूप से बचने के लिए, स्किन को सुरक्षित रखने के लिए बहुत सारे जो है क्रीम का इस्तेमाल करते हैं. So how emulsion can be prepared? You know there are two types of the emulsion: oil in water or water in oil. That is the emulsion you know already in the preparation of the colloids. So one of the method for the self-assembly is the emulsification and tropic gelation. Gelation, you know gelatin, you know understand gelatin says assembly gelatin. So ion gelation is also a method to prepare nanoparticles. Micro emulsion, very small particles mixed in solvent. So we can prepare microemulsion, emulsification by solvent diffusion. Solvent may diffuse in the material and form the emulsion, and that comes under the solvent exchange method. You know, Dettol, you put one drop of the Dettol in water, you will get a white turbid solution. Why? Because there are some chemicals dissolved in organic solvent, that is the Dettol. As soon as one drop of the Dettol is added in the water, there is a exchange of solvent and you get white turbidity, and that comes, we can prepare the nano size material. So these are the examples by the name solvent exchange method. So these are the two important methods by which we can so after different methods of preparation, there is a natural curiosity about the behavior of the nanomaterial. Why nanomaterials are very useful nowadays in our industry, in our daily life. So there must be some reason. There must be some reason. What are the reasons why this is very much effective? Just you see, I take one very simple example. Any ferromagnetic material which is a good conductor, it can be changed into semiconductor. Metal, very good conductor. But if you reduce the size, zero dimension size, that is iron atom, reduce the iron atom, separate all atoms together, you get a iron metal, separate them, get a iron. Quantum dot, you say, quantum dot. So what will happen? The energy band gap is enhanced. In case of metal, there is a close contact of the conduction band and valency band. Suppose this is the valency band, this is the conduction band. So close contact. Even conduction band can overlap valency band. So in case of metal, there is a low resistivity, means high conductivity. But as soon as we reduce the size of the material, surface area increases. Yes, I told you that large surface area volume ratio, as I told you, this is equal to 3 by R. 3 by R. Reduce the R, this value will increase. Surface area volume ratio will increase. And this will change the chemical behavior, electrical behavior, which is not observed in bulk material. In bulk material, we can't observe it. So, one of the reasons for the different behavior of the nanomaterial is this one, large surface area volume ratio. Reduce the particle size, you will get higher value of surface area volume ratio. Now this is the quantum effect. Quantum effect. You know, quantum mechanics is applicable when the size is very small. Classical mechanics is not applicable. In case of large particle size material, you can apply classical theory, as you know in case of physics. But as the size is reduced, quantum mechanics is applicable. So quantum effect becomes more significant. As you reduce the size of the particle, the quantum effect becomes more significant. यह ज़्यादा महत्वपूर्ण हो जाता है. And therefore, especially when range is less than 20 nm. 20 nm से अगर पार्टिकल साइज छोटी हो जाती है तो क्वांटम इफेक्ट बहुत ही सिग्निफिकेंट हो जाता है. क्वांटम यू नो, वेरी स्मॉल एनर्जी पैकेट, one quantum. So third is the quantum confinement. Quantum confinement. Let us discuss about the quantum confinement. Suppose there is a big size of the particle, big size. So many atoms or molecules have a lattice, crystal lattice. So you will get the movement of electron is in bigger area. But what will happen? If you break all these, means you separate them, that is that you break it, means you reduce the size. So what will happen? This is one, this is the dot. This is the one nanoparticle, this is one nanoparticle. So number of the nanoparticle will be increased, no doubt. But what will happen? The electron of this will be confined to this one. Electron of this will be confined. The electron of this will be confined. This will be confined. So there is no chance of movement of the electron throughout the material. And therefore, this effect is known as the quantum confinement. This has large effect on mechanical, chemical, optical, electrical and magnetic properties. आप जानते हो टेनिस रैकेट, आप जानते हो काफी स्ट्रॉन्ग, मजबूत होता है. नॉट ओनली दैट, बॉल जब लगता है तो इसको कंट्रोल्ड जो इसका रिबाउंड होता है वो कम एनर्जी से हो जाता है. आप देखें कि ये जो विंड मशीन है, हवा से चलता है, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट होता है, बहुत सारे पहाड़ी एरिया में लगता है, मोस्टली इन केस ऑफ महाराष्ट्र. उसका जो ब्लेड है अगर वह मेटल का बनाया जाए तो हेवी होगा। उस हेवी मेटल ब्लेड को मूव कराने के लिए ज़्यादा फोर्स की जरूरत होगी, एयर की स्पीड ज़्यादा होनी चाहिए, तभी वो मूव करेगा। जब वो मूव करेगा देन इलेक्ट्रिसिटी विल जनरेट। पर नाउ ये डेज द ब्लेड जो है उसको हम नैनो मटेरियल से अगर बनावें तो बहुत हल्का होगा, वेरी लाइट वेट, मजबूत बहुत होगा लेकिन वेट हल्का होगा। जो वेट हल्का होगा तो हल्की भी हवा का प्रेशर अगर पड़ेगा दैट विल मूव एंड यू विल गेट sufficient amount of the energy. Not only that, you will observe that there is a lithium ion battery used in your mobile, used in motor car, so many instruments, LED. So just take the example of the lithium battery. What happened? Nanomaterial electrodes are used in lithium ion battery. So what will happen? Its electrical behavior is much more better than the another electrode which we commonly use. So in this way, in another lecture we shall discuss about the use of the nanomaterial. So these are the points why nanomaterial behaves differently from bulk material. So this is all, and in next lecture we shall discuss about the application of nanomaterial. Thank you very much.